Hello there, I'm Nicholas, and this is On Listening with Chi Rising Studio. Thank you for joining me today. Being present can often feel like a challenge. Our minds are constantly pulled in different directions, thinking about the future, dwelling on the past, or simply getting lost in the endless stream of information at our fingertips. But what happens when we intentionally bring our attention to the here and now? What transformations might occur in our ability to listen to others, to our environment, and to ourselves? Presence, at its core, is about being fully engaged with the current moment. It's a state of awareness where we become attuned to our surroundings, our bodily sensations, our thoughts and emotions, all without judgment or distraction. In traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, this state of presence is closely linked to the concept of Shen, often translated as spirit or mind. When our Shen is calm and present, we are better able to perceive and interact with the world around us. One of the most immediate benefits of cultivating presence is its effect on our ability to listen. When we're present, we're not just hearing the words being spoken, but we're attuned to the nuances of tone, the subtleties of body language, and the underlying emotions being expressed. We're able to pick up on what's not being said, as well as what is. This depth of listening can profoundly enhance our relationships and our understanding of others. But the benefits of presence extend far beyond our interactions with others. Being present allows us to listen more deeply to ourselves, to the wisdom of our bodies, the whispers of our own intuition, and the ebbs and flows of our emotions. In TCM, this inner listening is crucial for maintaining balance and health. It allows us to notice subtle imbalances before they become more serious issues. So, how can we cultivate this state of presence? There are several techniques we can explore, many of which have roots in both ancient traditions and modern mindfulness practices. One fundamental practice is mindful breathing. This involves bringing our attention to our breath, noticing the sensations of each inhalation and exhalation. In TCM, the breath is seen as a bridge between the body and the mind. And by focusing on our breath, we can anchor ourselves in the present moment and create a kind of foundation for deeper awareness. Another very powerful technique you might be aware of is body scanning. This involves systematically bringing attention to different parts of the body, noticing any sensations without trying to change them. This practice not only enhances our bodily awareness, but it also helps to ground us in the present moment. And from a TCM perspective, this can be seen as a way of harmonizing our qi. Of course, mindful movement practices like qigong or tai chi can also be excellent ways to cultivate presence. These practices involve slow, deliberate movements coordinated with the breath, requiring full attention to perform them correctly. By engaging in these practices often, we can train ourselves to be more present in daily life. The practices of Tai Chi, and especially Qigong, bring to mind how nature can be a powerful ally in cultivating presence. When we immerse ourselves in natural settings, we're naturally drawn into the present moment. The sound of rustling leaves, the feeling of sunlight on our skin, the scent of earth after rain. These sensory experiences pull us out of our thoughts and into the here and now. In TCM, each season offers unique opportunities for cultivating presence. By aligning ourselves with the energy of the current season, we can deepen our connection to the present moment. In summer, we might practice being present with the abundant yang energy, noticing the vitality and growth around us. In winter, we might cultivate presence through stillness and introspection, in harmony with the more yin nature of the season. It's important to note that cultivating presence is not about achieving a constant state of blissful awareness. Our minds will naturally wander, and that's okay. The practice is about gently bringing our attention back to the present moment when we notice we've drifted away. This act of noticing and returning is in itself a powerful practice in presence. As we develop our abilities in being present, we may notice some interesting effects. Some people see colours more vividly, flavours as more intense. We might find ourselves more attuned to the subtle changes in our environment and in our own bodies. This heightened awareness can lead to a deeper appreciation of life's simple moments and a greater sense of connection to the world around us. From a TCM perspective, this state of presence allows for a more harmonious flow of qi throughout our body and mind. When we're fully present, we're better able to notice and address any imbalances before they manifest as more serious issues. This aligns with the TCM emphasis on prevention and maintaining harmony with nature. As we come to the end of our exploration today, I invite you to take a moment right now to practice presence. If you're in a space where it's safe to do so, you might wish to close your eyes. Take a deep breath, and for the next few moments, simply be present with whatever you're experiencing. Notice any sounds around you, any sensations in your body, any thoughts or emotions that arise. There's no need to change anything, just observe. Thank you for sharing in that moment of presence. So, how did it feel? Did you notice anything you hadn't been aware of before? Remember, there's no right or wrong way to practice presence. The key is to approach it with curiosity and kindness towards yourself. As you go about your day, I encourage you to find small moments to practice presence. It might be while you're waiting in a queue, during your commute, or maybe as you're preparing a meal. By cultivating presence in these everyday moments, we can enhance our capacity for deep listening and enrich our experience of life. Thank you for joining me today as we explored cultivating presence. Until next time, this is Nicholas. If you found value in this episode, please consider sharing it with a friend who might also find it interesting. Your support helps us continue to create this space for learning and growth. You can find out more about our studio and the podcast at chirising.studio.